Hey everybody, here we are again, the Real Estate Chicks, coming to you live from Barrington, Illinois. I'm Kathy Pincus with Prudential American Heritage.
What? We've got a little mixing up going on
How about
here.
that?
And I'm Judy Gibbons with Hunter's Fairway Sotheby's.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, the chicks have flown the coop.
I know, but we're sticking together.
Oh, we are so sticking together.
Yep.
You know, it was funny, some people said your partnership, you know, we went to 2 different companies and I was like, really?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we're still together.
Yeah.
We'll always be.
We're
like
always
this.
best friends.
Yes.
But we are coming to you live today, and we wanted to talk about capitalizing on that gen rent.
Wow, that's like a new term. You know, like maybe we'll start texting each other. Hey,
Yeah.
what about that gen renter?
Right.
But life has changed in a lot of ways in real estate, and we know that the rental market is one of the biggest
Hottest.
opportunities.
If you're not renting out there, you know.
I actually had an agent today, because of course I showed 2 rental properties today, and
Welcome to my world.
I called the agent and I said, you know, this property that you've got for rent, you know, do you have a credit check that your, you know, company you want to use? He goes, well, I don't do very many rentals, and I was like, who are you?
Right.
What are you doing on this
What
planet?
are you doing then? Are you working at Ace Hardware or something?
It must be, because
he must be in the key department making the keys for all the rentals that we're out trying to get into.
Yep.
Yeah, rentals are the big hot spot out there.
And then how many times do you list a house to sell it?
Right.
And then a couple weeks later, we're gonna also put it on for rent.
Do you do that too? I thought that was just me.
Are you following me?
I mean, or if the house hasn't sold in a year or 2, hey, let's get some cash flow. How about renting it?
Cash flow is good. It's a good thing.
And then it takes it off the market. And sometimes there are renters, especially today's renter, which we'll describe in a little bit. They have moved from a house and they have their furniture. They've got some nice stuff and they make it look
nicer.
Yeah.
It could be. Yeah, and so it gets rid of all those little ghosts that would say kind of appear in vacant listings.
Yeah, exactly. And all those smells that you can't help but get when the house is vacant.
Oh yeah, that closed up.
Yes.
You know.
Or the cobwebs.
Oh, that is, I have to say, that is my worst. If there's name one of the worst things of being, the only one of being a realtor is cobwebs.
That's all you got is cobwebs?
That would be one of my
That would
worst.
be one of them. That's
just
true.
One. I was
true.
just naming one, but there's nothing worse than trying to find a light in
a
basement because there's no switch, and then, you know,
you're looking for that drawstring, you know. And then the cobwebs, and I'm sure it's right here. It's right here somewhere.
And it is so glamorous, isn't it?
It is so glamorous.
So glamorous.
Woo.
Yeah.
But renters of all ages for 100 different rentals and 100 different reasons.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And then what were they saying? Something about 66% of all Americans have owned their own home, and 33% have rented. But now it's switched to 10 million Americans. Well, they're not talking about percentages, but 10 million Americans are now renters.
Wow. That's a lot.
And that translates into 1.8 million fewer homes that are owner occupied.
Oh, yes, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And, you know, because actually you're a landlord and so am I. My rentals have been renting much quicker.
Right.
I mean, I used to go for a month or 2 or
and say,
without renting
I don't have that rent.
Yeah,
money
because the market was so fast and furious, people would rather buy than rent. Especially parents of maybe young college graduates that just would go ahead and buy the condo as an investment.
Right.
So it left my apartment complex vacant.
But not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. They're lined up now.
Well, I know. It's like when you go to show somebody a rental, it's this thing. Do it tonight.
Do it tonight, right.
You'll lose it.
It's gone.
Or how many times have you called after you showed it and then the agent goes, oops.
My favorite. We just rented that last night, and I'm like,
well, that
could
was
you call
12
me?
hours ago.
Right.
Why
Do you
isn't
see
it in
other
the
people
system?
showing it? I know. Oh,
like
that's
call
so
them and
frustrating.
save them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Call them and say,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or just say, you know, we're putting something together. It's not completely signed.
Right.
Your choice. Do you still want to show it?
Right.
Instead of getting your client all excited and then.
See, this is why you hang with the Chics. We give you the solid advice.
We really do.
And a lot of times, too, today's typical renter may not be squeaky clean on their credit scores because they have had some lumps and bruises in that real estate market. Maybe they came out of a short sale or a foreclosure. But I look at if they paid their bills. Did they pay their Visa bill? Did they pay their maintenance fees and so on? Then, you know what? That's okay.
Right.
I mean,
and it can happen to, it's happening to the best of people out there.
Right.
And I think that's where being kind of the hometown realtor, we can know somebody that knows somebody, or
right.
know, and then you get a little better
right.
sense. Yeah, a credit, you know, history on a piece of paper is kind of just that, on a
right.
paper with numbers. But if you can put a story behind it, or, you know, personal recommendations
exactly.
of people, they're good people.
Now that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps have a recommendation letter,
right.
you know, some testimonials of
right.
the people. That's a really good idea. I hadn't thought of that. I tell you, that Sotheby's is really going strong on you. What are they teaching you up there? Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a sassy quote for us today?
Well, I sure do. And of course, it's brought to us by Abernook.com. And we love Abernook.
We do.
And we were looking at the little party topics today for great conversation. Like, we don't need these.
Yeah,
we just
chat. Keep going and going. But if we were to need them,
yes,
or if we know
really
somebody
fun.
that does, they are fun.
Or if you're with people that you just
right. or that you just don't know, and
right.
you're at a table. Like
right.
I was at a wedding recently, a table of a lot of people that I didn't know. I knew one person at the table,
mm-hmm.
and I don't like that because then I'm chatty with that one person. So
yeah.
I do like to try to spread my good humor
yes.
and cheer around to the table. So,
right.
But this would be fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
You know, like this one says, do you root for the underdog or the champion? That's a good.
That's a very.
Are you an underdog or a champion?
I'm underdog.
Yeah, me too.
I'm underdog.
Like
unless they're like the team is purple, then I'm for the team in purple.
Go Vikings.
So anyway, okay, here we go. A sassy quote. I take life with a grain of salt, a wedge of lime, and a shot of tequila. That's the way to take life, right?
That is. I like that. I like that. So go get your tequila shots out there, everyone. I'm Kathy Pincus with American Prudential Heritage.
Yes, and I'm Judy Gibbons with Hunters Fairway Sotheby's.
Thanks so much for joining us.